What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Beers and. Today, we're going to be talking about beers and crystals.
Oh, crystals.
That would be the whirring of a crystal.
Yes, I like when we do our own sound effects.
It really, we really transport people to where we're trying to take them.
Cuts down on a lot of the post-production fees that we incur here at Beers
Absolutely.
and.
Welcome in, people. Hello, my name is Alex. This is Nick.
Hello.
And we are Beers and. We're going to be talking crystals today.
Fun stuff.
Very fun stuff. And we're also going to be drinking a fantastic looking beer.
I am so excited for this one.
Very, very happy. And we have another other half. Another other half.
Another other half.
We have another other half.
That's a polygamy thing. It sounds like. I'd like to introduce you to my other half.
That is very polyamorous of us.
Right? I like that.
Yes.
So progressive.
If you're watching on YouTube, awesome. You can do that now if you're not. Come follow us, subscribe, watch everything on YouTube at Beers and Podcast, and the same on Instagram. You can follow us there. Or if you're feeling froggy,
Twitter's always good.
At Beers and 1.
And if you've got any suggestions, comments, concerns, you want to go the old-fashioned route, beersandpodcast at gmail.com.
We will also take letters, but we won't tell you where to address them to.
Nope. Especially considering I think I need to address this if I didn't address this already.
Nice pun.
Oh! This isn't even planned.
Pun intended.
This isn't even planned. I'd like to go ahead and put this out there automatically. I believe it was when I was coming home from our last production. I don't remember if I mentioned it during our last episode, but how my cousin Sean had sent beers to us.
Yes.
And they did not arrive. Okay. So I already did that already?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Good. Clearly what we're doing is good for the brain cells.
You're still terrible, Sean.
I'm still... Wow.
You're still terrible. Don't know you. Probably changed that notion once I meet you. But you're still terrible.
Shots fired.
So, crystals, and we're going to be drinking today. Burp, 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 burp. Oh.
And the big reveal.
We're stuck.
Other
half, Blueberry Crunchee.
I am excited for this one. It's rare that I read the description, and the description
and get excited.
Brings me in this much, and it is doing a wonderful job of that.
So this was actually released for their 8th anniversary, which just happened back in January.
Oh, really?
Yep. That's why, hence the black can. That was for their 8th anniversary releases. They did all black cans.
Is that a tradition of the 8th anniversary things?
I'm not sure. This is the first anniversary I've ever noted from them.
Oh, all right.
So maybe this is an anniversary thing. I'm not entirely sure.
All right.
But we have an Imperial Blueberry Granola Berliner Weisse collaboration with Weldworks Brewing.
Oh, okay.
So we have a collab. Brewed with blueberry, almonds, toasted coconut, vanilla, maple, cinnamon, lactose, and toasted oats.
It sounds like a delicious, it is a parfait beer. Is what it is.
It kind of is. It says Grandma's OG recipe.
Oh,
right on the
it does.
Right on the can.
I am super excited for this. Again, this is the farmer's market of beers, is what it sounds like too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Land's End. There are a lot of Subarus. Everything is either a hunter green or a nice mahogany
pewter
brown.
Gray.
Ooh, a pewter gray. Yeah. I like that.
That's a classic. I love granola in beer. And I'm very happy to have another one today.
I don't know if I've had too many. I feel
we had
I believe.
One of the Scooby-Doo mystery ones had granola in it.
Yes. This sounds like a really good one, though.
Yeah. Really, really excited. I don't think I've ever seen... So, they release a lot of the crunchy... There's a lot of crunchy series.
Yeah.
There was one... They have a double blueberry. They have a pumpkin spice one.
Oh.
They did a... something else recently. I think it was blueberry marshmallow something or other. So they do a lot.
I just went out and bought blueberry granola. So this is quite ironic that I have not bought in a while. So this is perfect timing.
That's exciting.
Across the board.
So question of the day really quick, since we're talking about crystals, do you have a favorite? Or did you have a favorite and now you have a different one since we did a little research?
I am quite a fan of our birthstone.
Yeah.
I do like garnet quite a bit.
Me too.
And otherwise, it's my mother and my sister's birthstone, but my father has a ring from his father that is a beautiful sapphire. And I think that sapphire,
Sapphire's beautiful.
sapphire, jade, and garnet, I'm going to say are my 3 favorites that I do enjoy.
Those are good ones. I'm a big purple fan.
Yeah.
So amethyst.
Amethyst.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Always loved amethyst. Quartz is nice. Like, just regular quartz is nice, but then it has a lot of variants. Like, there's rose quartz, there's titanium quartz, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
I do always enjoy a good diamond. I won't lie.
We're going to get into those later, too.
One of my biggest regrets is so that, when I bought my ring here, it had an option, or one of them was a variation where it had a black diamond in its mouth.
Oh, nice.
In the lion's mouth. And I opted not to get it. And it is one of the biggest regrets because, who the hell do I think I am? But someone that evidently requires a black diamond.
So I have black diamond studs in my ears.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what mine are.
Christina got them for me for Christmas.
Mine are probably fake. I can almost guarantee it.
For a while, I only would wear fake diamonds because I would constantly lose earrings at track meets.
Oh, would you really?
Take them off for the race, put them in my shoe, come back, one would be gone.
I am fairly confident that this is the only earring I've actually ever had in. It's the same.
Damn, really?
One, yeah.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, this was again, from Caitlin Fortier.
I'm very impressed because I go through. Well, I haven't changed them since I got these, but I go through earrings a lot.
Really?
I like to change it up.
No, I know. I forget that it's there half the time until I get it caught on something like a jackass.
I should have got both mine pierced at the same time. That was stupid. Do them separate.
You got them done separately at 2 different times?
I think I got it done at like 16. I got one, and then when we turned 18, I got the other one.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
19,
mine was
something like that.
Thanksgiving.
I'm trying to push
2013.
Oh, nice. I'm trying to push a eyebrow ring. We'll see how that goes. Maybe after the wedding.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like you could actually pull that off very nicely too.
I think I could too.
I like that.
Yeah.
I had always thought at one point in time, like maybe I could pull off a nose ring, but then I realized like the last thing I need to do is bring more attention to this.
Should I do a bar or like a little, like a hoop?
I could see you doing more of a hoop.
I think hoop.
Yeah, I think
bar's not good.
No,
we want the hoop.
We want the hoop.
All right, I cheers you already, but
cheers
again.
We'll do it again. Ooh, it's got a nice sort of, again, that blueberry is very subtle. Ooh. Well, I don't know if that's a face. Like, I like it a lot.
You ever watch, like, when Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives?
Yeah.
When Guy Fieri has something he really loves, and he says no words, he just looks at the camera. That's what I was going for.
Oh, okay. All right.
Kind of like like...
Bring it on down to Flavor Town.
Man. The blueberry is so smooth. Way sweeter than I'm used to.
Oh, really? You see, and I think that it's the right level.
I think it's
sweetness.
a good level of sweetness, but the blueberry itself is more sugary than like.
These are blueberries that are a little bit more
almost, what are they
like
doing?
Ripened, almost like a blueberry puree,
definitely.
rather than
like when you
like a macerated blueberry.
Yeah, when you put sugar on it and let it like Yep. Granola, cinnamon, all there.
This is interesting because I feel like it's in direct juxtaposition with what we had
so tasty.
What we had last, where
refresh my memory.
We had oh god, not chowder. Did we have chowder?
We had chowder
from Lone Eagle. Yeah. How that was an uncomplicated IPA. It was not complex. It was not in your face. It was done just right. And this is one of those that is significantly more complex, but not confusing.
Agree.
I think that it's got all of the elements. You're right. I can taste the granola. I've got some of the almond in there, the vanilla, the cinnamon. But they're not all vying for attention.
Nope. Blueberry's front and center.
Yes. And again, even then, I think that the blueberry doesn't have that. It's not that super tart blueberry to where I'm going to be searching for everything else. Very, very well done.
No marshmallow in here.
Oh, okay.
There is milk sugar and vanilla, which I'm getting a little bit of the like kind of like a blueberries and cream kind of feel. I feel like I'm not getting the toasted coconut a lot.
I'm not
upset
much
with it.
No, I'm wondering.
I'm definitely not upset. Coconut's very hit or miss for me.
Well, when you also blend toasted coconut with almond,
Is there almond in here?
I thought that there was. Am I making that up now?
No, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that the two of those flavors are quite similar to one another, so they're
usually good together.
And they are. And that's, I think, what I'm getting, a combination of the two, so I can't differentiate between the toasted coconut and the almonds too much, again, which is not a bad thing, because I'm not a huge fan of toasted coconut at all.
Yeah, hit or miss. In beer, it depends. I like toasted coconut by itself.
Oh, you see, I don't.
Like on like dessert or something.
Ugh. No, I don't like it at all.
Man, it's like the granola, the almond, the maple, the cinnamon, all make it feel like a breakfast bar.
Yes. And it's the right temperature, too. This is not cold.
It's not too cold.
I'm going to say that this is just about, what? I'm going to say 55, 60 degrees-ish. It is the right temperature. If it was any colder, I don't think that we'll be able to enjoy all of the individual notes as much as we are.
7.4%.
I was going to say, it's got a much higher ABV on it than you would think, too.
Excuse me. Man, all right, I'm going strong, 4.45.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm right around that
Strong.
like 4.2, 4.3-ish. Like, it is a very,
Really
very
good.
strong, solid beer. Again, and this is what makes some of, at least, my ratings almost not like match up across the board, in that, again, I like the simplicity of things. I like when I'm not searching or hunting for the flavor.
Definitely.
And again, I don't want my taste buds to have to, be fought after for competition. But this is one that is done really, really well. Very strong. Let me tell you,
so tasty.
Other Half, we've done quite a few Other Half, and I don't think we've maybe had, I want to say one or two
one
at the most.
that we weren't crazy about, but still enjoyed.
But still enjoyed. This is, again, proof that they are damn good. And this is, you said they're in collaboration with...
WeldWorks. We have not personally had something from them, but I've had a few things recently from them.
Yeah.
And they're encroaching the top of my list.
They're the ones that always have like the industrial sort of can art, correct?
That is...
Or is that actually called industrial
I think
brewing?
that's industrial arts.
Oh,
They do like wrench and torque wrench.
Yeah.
That's industrial arts.
Okay.
WeldWorks has a similar style, though, to their can art.
Oh, okay.
I think.
All right.
Man, this is solid.
I am very impressed.
I had so I had the double blueberry one, and I
Yeah.
think that one's just slightly better than this.
Okay.
If only because more blueberry. A little bit more tart, too. Like, this is much on the sweeter side.
I like my blueberries more tart than
me
anything
too.
else. I don't like them terribly, terribly sweet. Again, I'm still not... I don't think it's very sweet.
I don't think it's overly sweet, but it's sweeter than...
You would
it's
expect
not. It's
for
not
a
a sour.
blueberry. No.
It's not a sour. It may be classified as a sour, but it's not a sour.
Not at all. I'm going to readjust my life here. Oh, God. There we go. Okay. There we are. Now I'm
I could drink
cozy.
about 18 of these today.
They're delicious.
They're really good.
They are super well done. One of the beers, again, that could sit on its own. You don't need to, I think, mess around with it too much. I don't need to match this with anything.
Nope. This is a dessert beer.
It is a dessert.
It says right
beer.
here, a dessert.
It is a dessert wine.
What is that from?
Greece.
Oh, yeah.
Twinkies
when
and wine,
they're-
Jan.
yep,
How
yep.
classy.
When they're all at the sleepover.
Yep.
That's right. All right, I'm going to start us off with crystals.
Okay.
So we hear a lot. I don't know, maybe you don't, but I hear a lot. Crystals and healing.
Oh, yeah.
For the crystals for the good of the body. Mm-hmm. There are no legitimate studies that I could find that directly answered this question.
Yeah.
There's no outright evidence that they emit energy or, they have calming effects on us, although we think they do. Could be a placebo effect, could not be.
Yeah.
I did find some interesting information, though. So apparently crystals, the frequency that they emit, vibrate at, is akin to the human body frequency of vibration.
Oh.
Ours is very low, comparatively speaking. Ours is around 6 or 7, I guess, hertz.
Yeah.
And a crystal is in the thousands, like 37,000 hertz is the vibration of a crystal. Those are just some stats I found. Here's some other things that I found studies have shown that crystals do, or, their abilities. They can conduct electricity, which I feel like I kind of knew already.
I don't know if I...
You didn't know?
I mean, it makes... When you say it out loud, it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like definitive that would.
Okay.
Huh.
So we're gonna mention the husband of someone we've talked about before.
Madame Curie.
Yep, we're gonna talk about Pierre Curie.
Oh, okay, good.
Nice guess.
Thanks. I was gonna say, all right.
In 1880, he was a French physicist. He noted that when put under pressure, crystals such as topaz, quartz, and tourmaline created electricity.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that at all.
So I guess he must have either heated them up or like I don't really know how else like crushing is obviously isn't going to do it. Like not that kind of pressure. It's got to be either atmospheric pressure or like pressure and heat.
Yeah, I was going to say like barometric, sort of pressure then as a result. Yeah.
Exactly.
Huh.
Not only that, but they're used as essential elements for electronic devices, like a lot of ones that we use, such as phones, computers, TV screens, and satellites.
That's right. That's right.
So
I know that's why there's always such a controversy, I know, over the technology that we're utilizing all the time, because I think iPhones, again, for example,
use crystals. I think they either use quartz or
I thought that diamond was.
It's very possible.
Diamond, gold, platinum, and
there's definitely precious metals involved.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Not only that, but some limited studies have shown that crystals can actually alkalize water.
Really?
And there's a company that it talks about in the article that I read. I forget the name of the company, but I don't know if they filter it through or if when they bottle it, they run it along obsidian. And apparently this helps with the alkaline quality. And there's also a makeup brand. I don't have it here, but it was in the article. Uses crystals. It's a very well-known like makeup. It's like a cleanser or a moisturizer.
Yeah.
But apparently crystals are used in that, and they can energize skin to improve cleansing and increase circulation.
I wouldn't doubt it. And even if it is from a placebo perspective, I mean
that's shown that works.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you remember, but there was a very long time where I did carry around a piece of white quartz and something that was known as it was like a firestone as well. It was like a reddish sort of stone. And
I remember the white quartz. I don't remember the other one.
Yeah, and I loved carrying I wish I could remember at this point maybe where some of them are or were. But yeah, I used to carry around that stuff. And
I was always fascinated when we were little by crystals, like the amethyst or what's the one? Tiger quartz.
Tiger quartz.
Tiger quartz is a cool one. Like just those they're naturally occurring.
Oh yeah,
it's so cool.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that we've managed to like monetize and put value on them, I think it's wild.
Well, that's what it comes down to. Like how do we view it? I mean, it's kind of like crypto. Like we think that this holds value, and it does because we back it with our belief.
Right. And and if that doesn't also just go to show you that the power in just believing in something,
seriously,
could be a good thing. Depending upon how far you're willing to go ahead and take it.
We all need to use our power for good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I went off the rails so fast. So goddamn fast, where if you asked me, to be perfectly honest, anything about the scientific aspect of anything having to do with crystals, I'd say, my good friend, you have come to the wrong place.
Barking up the wrong tree there, pal.
And the reason is because the first thing that I've got here is about Crystal the monkey. Have you ever heard?
I, in fact, have not.
I know you haven't, but I know that you are familiar with who she is. So she is a tufted capuchin and an animal actor. Born on May 6th of 1994, she began her career and first appeared in George of the Jungle, and then Night at the Museum, and The Hangover Part 2.
The tiny little monkey.
The tiny little monkey.
Yeah.
So Crystal was named after the country music star, Crystal Gayle. Are you familiar with her at all?
Mm-mm.
Neither am I, but she is the younger sister of country music star Loretta Lynn.
I don't know that.
I was born a coal miner's daughter.
Maybe.
No, or was the son of a preacher man.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
What's her name? Loretta Lynn?
Loretta Lynn.
Okay.
Yep. Crystal the monkey, though, has gotten some mixed reviews from the people that she's worked with.
Bastards.
So Ben Stiller had joked, I really dislike the monkey. Robin Williams So Robin Williams during the
Night at the Museum?
Night at the Museum, at one point, I guess Crystal the monkey must have like gone to the bathroom on him. And he had said it combines the worst aspects of working with children and animals. However, Ken Jeong, you know, did I pronounce his last name correctly? Jeong?
Yeah.
Had said she's amazing. She's not a monkey. She's an actor, and quite possibly the best actor I've worked with.
He would say that.
Of course. So now, Crystal, I can't believe that I'm even like, this was the first, and the second that I found this, I was like, we're done. I'm never going to be able to go back. So in 2012, she had played a character that was named Dr. Rizzo on a show that was called Animal Practice. So she was supposed to be like the number 2 to this like misanthropic veterinarian. The show, you don't know it because it didn't do well at all.
Fair.
I think it was canceled after 9 episodes. Ooh. However, she was making at the time about $12,000 per episode.
The monkey?
The monkey. So as a result
what
of...
did she do with that money?
Well, here's the best part is that as a result of that, for the year, that meant that she made more than twice than that of the average Hollywood actor.
Yeah, she makes way more than I do.
Yeah. $12,000 times the 9. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Way more.
That's 6 figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 9 episodes.
That sounds
wow.
awesome.
Okay.
9 episodes.
My favorite role that she had played was the drunk monkey in the Dr. Dolittle series.
Man, I saw that so long ago.
Oh, she was a French monkey who was always smoking cigarettes and was always drunk the entire time.
That was the same monkey in all those movies?
Yep.
Wow, what a phenomenal actor.
Right? Well done.
God damn it, Crystal.
Crystal the monkey. She's doing great. Crushing it.
The one that sticks out to me the most is The Hangover.
Yeah.
Because she played a huge role.
Yes, she did.
In that movie. I mean, like, running along the little wire.
Yeah, everything.
I think, and smoked a cigarette in that movie, if I'm not mistaken, too.
So what happened was that the director of the film had, like, joked about the fact is he was like, oh, we're afraid that she may have become, like, you know, addicted. And then, like, people were all, like, up in arms. And they're like, no. Like, it was a ceramic cigarette, and we added the, like, smoke, you know, digitally after the fact. So no monkeys were actively smoking during that production.
That's amazing.
Right?
That's great. I had no idea it was the same monkey. And you know what? That's not the first monkey I thought of. I thought of, man, I can't remember the movie, but it was about a hotel.
Dunstan Checks In.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That was the first one.
With Jason Alexander.
Yeah. Okay. So how about two well-known crystals we use for jewelry? You touched on one before. You talked about diamonds.
Diamonds?
Yep. And the other one would be crystal. Like, we talked about crystals, but we haven't talked about
crystal. Yeah.
Right. So Swarovski crystal.
Oh, yeah. Is that how it's pronounced? Or
Swarovski?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So technically diamonds are crystals.
Oh.
Really all a crystal is just calcified minerals for the most part. So diamonds are produced naturally in the earth, we know, or you may not, when carbon is put under extreme heat and pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond engagement rings go all the way back to 1477.
Not as old as I would have assumed, to be perfectly honest with you.
I would way long ago.
I mean,
Egyptian times.
Yeah, just because so many things we realistically can kind of, go back to ancient Rome, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt.
Right.
Really, 1470s?
Exactly. So 1477.
Okay.
Archduke Maximilian of Austria.
Yes.
Gave Mary of Burgundy a gold ring with an M engraved in it, but studded in diamonds.
Oh.
So the first engagement ring. And since then, we've all been a slave to the jewelry industry for such things. Although we may know diamonds as the hardest material on Earth, that's true, but it's also not true. There are two materials that are harder, supersede it, in fact. The one is a synthetic nanomaterial, and the other one is found in meteorites, and it's called lonsdaleite.
Hang on 1 second. I have to kill something. Okay. All right. And we're back.
Okay. Okay. So although we consider diamonds to be the hardest material on Earth, it's true and not true. There are two others that supersede it in being the hardest mineral or material. One's synthetic, so I don't really count it because diamond's natural.
Right.
And the other one, so the synthetic one is a nanomaterial called wurtzite boron nitride.
Oh.
I didn't do any digging into it, but it sounds scary.
Yeah.
And the other one is a material found in meteorites called Lonsdaleite.
Lonsdaleite?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only two minerals on Earth harder than diamond.
That's fascinating. And technically, it sounds like one of them almost isn't even on Earth. It's on these meteors.
And the other one was made.
Huh.
Yeah. So diamond still trumps everything, I think. So it's the hardest naturally occurring substance on Earth.
That's wild.
Is how it's classified. Yeah, I know it's a lot of like syntax, whatever. To be a diamond, it needs to be at least 99.7% carbon.
Carbon?
Yes.
Huh.
The remaining are just impurities found in the stone. So actually, if you check the periodic table, directly adjacent to carbon on both sides is nitrogen and boron. If a diamond has an impurity and it's boron, it will take on a slightly bluer hue. If it's nitrogen, it'll be a little more yellow. And those are the differences in the shades
blue
of the
diamonds and yellow.
diamond.
Oh.
And then really quick, I won't take too long on this, but Swarovski crystals. So, like I said, crystals and crystal. Crystal is an actual crystal.
Right.
It's kind of weird. Technically, it's just solidified mineral.
Yeah.
Like everything else. We have naturally occurring crystals, but there's also synthetic lab-made ones. And actually, the most commonly used artificial crystal in watches is crystal glass.
Oh.
So crystal glass just consists of a mixture of silicon dioxide, which is just quartz sand, and metal oxides, most specifically lead.
Lead. I was going to say, I didn't do...
Did a little digging?
I was going to, and kind of decided, to move on. But I didn't realize that, what we know a lot of times as, crystal cut glass is primarily... Lead glass.
Yeah, pretty much. So, for, I guess the least quality, if you want to say it, crystal glass is made up of 24% lead, but Swarovski, on the other hand, is 32%.
Oh.
So the more lead in crystal, the shinier and more rich and brilliant the color.
Oh.
So Swarovski is 32%, the pinnacle of crystal glass. And just a little bit about Swarovski. At the end of the 19th century, Daniel Swarovski developed a special crystal cutting technique that they still use today to cut the Swarovski crystals. Because Swarovski crystal is cut in more facets than normal crystal glass, it reflects light better.
Oh.
And it gives it more brilliance in the color, obviously. And the high lead content, in tandem with a special coating, ensures the varied color shade, along with extra gloss and scratch resistance.
Huh. I've been watching a lot of Storage Wars and a lot of Antiques Roadshow recently. You can tell that Nick has been away. And let me tell you, I am now on this constant hunt for where am I going to find this similar piece somewhere? Am I going to be able to recognize it? And a lot of it does, surround a lot of obviously the pieces of jewelry. And I'll be honest with you, it is I am so fascinated by it because us as amateurs, not even with no knowledge, I would have no idea about how to decide whether or not something was actually worth any money.
Right. And that's the thing, with all the artificial diamonds and rubies, sapphires, emeralds, everything, they're so close lab grown that they are to how they're produced, how they're made in the wild, that you can't tell unless you're a trained professional.
That's why I don't wear a lot of jewelry. Well, I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but when I do go and make purchases, I'm not in the position to where I'm gonna buy anything I think fake just for the purposes of
absolutely not
having it. If I'm gonna spend the money, I'm gonna spend the money.
100%. There's actually a lot of jewelry I can't wear because I'm allergic to a lot of metal.
Oh, really?
Nickel I can wear, anything nickel, but sterling silver, can't wear it.
Oh.
Get like a rash or.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I had a sterling silver necklace when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And I woke up one morning and it quite literally almost fused to the skin of
Ooh,
my neck. I had to like peel it off. Yeah, it was terrible.
God.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have. I think maybe just the one is. Everything else is gold.
Good to go. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
everything else is gold. I love gold.
Great movie. It's only about the 13th time in the last 2 days someone's quoted Austin Powers.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So I went on to a slight variation of crystal.
All right.
I went on to Cristal.
Oh,
As in Cristal,
love that.
my motto, a couple of bee-hotches, why not? That's right, another
Austin
Powers reference. What are you going to do about it?
Love us more.
So it is the flagship cuvée of Champagne Louis Roeder. Now, I didn't know this, but so Cristal is actually quite unique in that it was created in 1876 for Alexander II, Tsar of Russia.
Oh, interesting.
Exactly. So what wound up happening was that champagne had really started to like grow in popularity in Russia beginning in around 1855 and then onward. So by the time Alexander became Tsar, Roeder was shipping nearly a third of his supply to the emperor, like to the Tsar. So the champagne bottle, and I don't know, have you ever seen
A bottle of Cristal?
a bottle of Cristal?
Yeah.
So you know that it's a little
Unless
bit.
I'm confusing it with Dom Perignon.
You might be.
I might be.
So if anything, the reason why, or the way you would know if it was Cristal, it is that it's in a clear bottle rather than in a green bottle.
I mean, so was Verdi, but
True. Now, very true. Now, around the time of the production, Alexander II was really concerned about assassination because there was like growing unrest in Russia, which, you know, on March 13th, 2022, we don't know what that's like at all. So during a trip to Paris in 1867, Alexander had dinner with German Kaiser Wilhelm I, who was his uncle, as well as Chancellor Otto von Bismarck. It was a dinner that became known later on as like the Three Emperors dinner. So
fancy.
he had asked, again, due to this fear of assassination, he had asked for them to create a bottle where he could see the bubbles, because he wanted to be able to see the bubbles, what was actually inside the bottle. Also, for it to have a flat bottom, because you know how like champagne bottles, how they have the
little
bottom
conclave.
right.
Yeah.
Well, there was a fear of explosives being put into that like conclave
little
area.
spot?
Yeah. So as a result, Cristal has a flat bottom
Interesting.
as well. Now, I didn't know this either, but Cristal was not commercially available until 1945. So between 1876 and 1945, like
It was
we
only
couldn't.
for the emperor.
Exactly. Years later, it eventually got picked up as like by rap and hip hop stars as like a status symbol. So at one point in time, the managing director was asked about whether or not he thought like, oh, do you think that, it's now association with like rap and hip hop is going to like hurt the brand name or like hurt the image at all? And he had responded by saying, quote, "That's a good question, but what can we do? We can't forbid people from buying it. I'm sure Dom Perignon or Krug would be delighted to have their business." So basically a backswipe of like, who the fuck do I care?
Yeah, right.
Buys it. And in fact, business had increased quite a bit with
I'm sure.
Well, production doubled by 2010, and they were making 800,000 bottles of Cristal annually.
Wow.
So it's a. I've never had it.
Do we have a price on that? I could pull it up really quickly.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. I don't know how much a bottle of Cristal might be. Cristal, my motto. A couple of
Is
behots.
it Cristal? We have one here for $3,500.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what that's on, but yeah,
Why?
Oh, okay. 10 exotic bottles of Cristal champagne from Louis Roederer.
Yeah.
Roederer.
Roederer.
Okay, what do we have here? We have. Yep, there it is. Clear bottle. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, the Verdi bottle might be green.
Yeah, and I'm familiar with the Dom Perignon bottle quite a bit. Like I know
that one is actual like dark green.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't know that Cristal had a flat bottom as well. I didn't realize there was as much of a kind of like history behind it. So
Nor did I.
That made me quite excited.
Okay, so we have some high prices here. There's a 2002 gold medallion, limited edition Brut Malaise for $3,500, and then there were a few Brut Rosés editions that are just over $2,100.
Good Lord!
So quite the price tag.
There is nothing that brings me more joy than seeing those like douchebags in clubs that have like these giant, bottles that, retail are probably $5,000, but then at a club they're paying 10, 15 grand.
Right.
They try to open it with a sword and they wind up just like cracking it.
Those are my favorite, when people saber the champagne bottle.
I've seen how it's done. It's actually quite impressive.
You have to you have to clip the lip of the top.
Yeah,
with
you have to almost
saber.
like technically it's okay to like break the glass a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like you're peeling something.
Yeah, a little bit of
lemon zest, a little lemon zest and a shot of glass.
There you go.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I wanted to just talk really, really briefly about, and this will be my last little bit. I wanted to keep it light and talk about some of my favorite crystals. I mentioned amethyst before.
A few of my favorite
crystals. So I talked about amethyst before. If you haven't seen it, we'll throw up some pictures for you guys. A beautiful purple, lavender, all sorts of shades of purple and amethyst. I freaking love amethyst. Tourmaline. Have you seen tourmaline?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Is it a bluish or is it this rather exotic looking one that you had been showing me before?
Tourmaline, I think, comes in a bunch of different colors, but the one picture, this one was a really cool one, since we talked about garnet before.
Yeah.
So this one's called Uvarovite, and it is the only member of the garnet group that is consistently green.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's emerald in color, but it's technically a garnet.
That's a beautiful.
It's really, really cool
God,
looking.
that is gorgeous.
Azurite, nice blue. This is tourmaline.
Oh, wow.
So tourmaline comes in all sorts of colors. It's rainbow shaded. It's got one that's just pink. This one, I mean, that looks incredible.
That center, almost like aqua blue color, is
this right here.
Oh, that is
beautiful. Beautiful. And these are them, I guess, processed and cut down to size. But tourmaline is very beautiful, and the opals, dude. Opals are some of the most beautiful stones.
It is fascinating to me because, like, I know that, again, you and I aren't into. I shouldn't say into it, but like. You're not into jewelry. I'm not really like, I'm not a big collector of it, but there is, I don't know, maybe it's a human instinct, but there is something so alluring to this. Yep. I have to have it.
Right.
I have to have it.
This is the last one I'm going to show you because this is a cool one too. Whoa. This is titanium quartz, and it is not what you would think by the descriptor. It is quite literally like an oil slick.
It's like
in a parking lot, and you see those iridescent colors in it. That's what titanium quartz looks like all the time.
Does that, and again, that occurs naturally?
Naturally, yeah. These are all naturally occurring.
Where are they finding these things?
So that's actually really interesting. Some of these little tidbits of information go into that, but some don't. Because they have like a little snippet underneath. But yeah, look at this. Titanium molecules. Oh, so it's quartz with titanium chemically bonded to it.
Oh my God.
So titanium molecules are bonded to the quartz by the natural electrostatic charge of the crystal, in a process known as magnetron ionization.
Ooh, I like the way that sounds.
Sounds like a fun transformer.
My goal when it comes to like stones in general is like I want to get to be that old man that wears nothing but just like silver and topaz his entire life. We had a colleague who had retired maybe like 1 or 2 years after I had started, and that was like his passion. Like you knew after he was retiring, he was going to go to like, the southwestern part of the U.S. and just wear nothing but topaz and silver. And everyone was like, oh, we're going to miss him so much. And I was like, if you need anybody to take up the torch. I will gladly go ahead and just start donning myself in blues.
It's not a bad look.
Not at all. Not at all. Oh, when you get a
silver and blue.
Yeah.
Classic.
White hair.
Love it.
Bronze skin.
All about it.
Blue stone.
I've been trying to get a silver and blue Christmas tree for years now.
Oh.
It is not accepted well.
What is with the two of them? Because I know that if I brought one home too,
Nick
I would.
wouldn't like it.
Absolutely. He would definitely say, "Where did you
I'm telling you, blue silver Christmas tree
bring
with
that
blue
back
lights.
to the Goodwill?" He would say to me, because if you spent full price on it, you're going to be having a very blue Christmas.
Oh, silver Christmas trees with blue lights are like one of the most eye-catching thing. Yep.
It is quintessentially 60s too. I love it.
Is it really?
I believe so. Yeah, a lot of that came about like in the 50s and 60s. Yeah.
Yep. I'm with it.
So the last thing that I had then looked into was Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake, famous for being the lake where young
As in Jason Voorhees?
exactly, had drowned in the Friday the 13th series.
Very nice.
I like how you also prefaced your last one with like, I'm going to keep it light. And the second that you said it, I was like, oh, I'm going to get into Friday
It's
the
like
13th.
I knew.
Exactly. Of course.
On the 13th, by the way.
Oh, it is the 13th. That is correct.
Not Friday, though.
No. So it is a real lake, of course. Do you know where?
I don't know why I want to say Montana, but that's not right.
No, it's not.
It's like, where would there be lakes? Let's go the northeast.
Okay.
How about Michigan?
Okay. Not the Northeast, but that's all right.
I know.
It's
north-ish.
It's north.
East-ish.
It's north.
Central.
It's northeast of where we are. That is correct. Michigan is. No, it's northwest.
No,
It's
it's not.
northwest. I'm sorry. The
Anyway,
only thing
where's Crystal Lake?
Well, it's in New Jersey.
Oh.
It is right here
Oh.
in New Jersey.
Interesting.
It is located in Hardwick, up in the northwestern part of the state, at a camp that is actually Camp Nobi Bosco, which stands for North Bergen Boy Scouts. So it's actually a Boy Scout camp.
Oh.
I didn't know, but I had
Nobi Bosco.
Yeah, Nobi Bosco. I didn't know this, but I definitely had been up there a number of times in the past when I was a scout.
Oh.
So as a result, it is closed to the public, like on a regular basis. However, they do hold Crystal Lake tours each year for 2 months that are all like Friday the 13th, then
Nice.
themed.
I like that.
They sell out really quickly, these tickets, sometimes in as little as 8 seconds.
Wow.
People have gone ahead and bought all of these tickets for these tours. They did it like once, I believe, for the first time in like 2011. And when they saw the response, they were like, shit, well, we should probably keep doing this. Obviously, it is not,
Roll it out.
Yeah, obviously, it is not a haunted lake by any means. In fact, Nobi Bosco, then, it has been open since 1927. It's
Oh, wow, for a
on,
while.
Oh, yeah. It's
Almost 100
on
years.
380 acres of land in the Kinnitty Mountains, so the northwestern portion of the state. And as a result of it having been open in 27, it is the oldest continually operating Boy Scout camp in the state of New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see?
I wonder, I don't even know if I've ever seen the original Friday the 13th. I have no idea.
I've seen clips
At
and
least.
portions.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the entire thing all the way
Definitely
through.
not. I've seen some of the newer ones. Like I saw Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
They make, the Crystal Lake comparison, whatever, the reference.
Yeah.
I wonder, was it set in New Jersey? The movie. I don't remember.
Oh, you know what? That's a
I wonder if
great
that's where it's set.
question. I don't know.
We'll find out.
I don't know.
But that's a great connection. Because even when I was looking up, stuff for the episode, doing a little research, I was like, man, there's what connections am I going to make? I can't think of any.
Well, it was interesting because when I was looking at like the Wikipedia page, for like the disambiguation of crystals, of crystals, I had gone down to places and there was something that did come up as Crystal Lakes, New Jersey. And when I clicked on it, it actually took me to Franklin Lakes, which is up in, again, North Jersey. But I guess there's a part of Franklin Lakes that is called Crystal Lakes. And it used to actually have a station stop on it was like the New York Susquehanna Railroad. Used to have a stop in a place called in a place called Crystal Lakes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I just always thought that was
that is really
kind of
cool.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I miss those movies.
Yes. I would love to go back and look and watch some of them because I didn't really get into some of those like horror movies and scary movies until I was, older.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, the reason why I also found this interesting is because the camp that I used to go to, which was up in upstate New York, in a place called Narrowsburg. We used to go to Camp Kiowa. And Kiowa. Camp Kiowa, hats off to thee. To our colors, true we will always be.
I'm sure somebody gets that.
Listen, if Danny's listening, which he's not, or our buddy Mikey D out in Colorado,
He'll get that.
He and I will get down on it every once in a while.
That's funny.
But the name of that lake was Crystal Lake, and we used to always be like, "Oh, this was the lake. This was the lake where they did it. Where Jason is from." And clearly not the case.
Man, I miss being a kid. So innocent.
Yeah, well, and again, in a time, kind of like pre. Mobile internet. None of us could look it up, by any means. You just kind of run with the. I went up there recently, actually.
Did you?
Nick and I were on our way back from. We were in Pennsylvania. Yeah, we were in Pennsylvania back in November, and we were driving around, and I was like, "It says that we're close to Narrowsburg." I was like, "Do you mind if we drive by drive through my old Boy Scout camp?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, let's go for it." So yeah, I've got my picture out in front of the welcome to Camp Kiowa.
Kiowa.
Rah, rah, rah. When you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down. When you're up against Kiowa staff, you're upside down. Far out, Kelly. R-O-N-D. D-A-C-K.
I feel like I missed the PCP memo this morning before the show.
Just assume. Listen, let's be happy that neither one of us got into what I was going to, which was crystal meth. But I decided, you know what? As you said, let's keep it light.
And on that note, if there are any crystals that we forgot to mention that are your favorite, please let us know. You can @ us anywhere you would like. If you'd like to do so on Instagram, we said it before. You could just rewind and listen to the intro. Or you could listen right now. It's at Beers and Podcast.
Yeah.
Or, come watch on YouTube if you haven't, because then you can see our beautiful shining faces.
Yeah.
You can see our fancy new beer. And if you just want to yell at us on Twitter, you can do so as well at Beers and One.
Yeah, I've got no problem also. For those of us that are watching on YouTube, you can see that, we're between, our backgrounds have changed up a bit. It's a little bit
transitioning.
We're transitioning.
We're in a transitional
Is there anything you'd like to even see behind us? I don't know. Maybe you've got a little image. Maybe you've got a little something that you'd like to see.
If somebody sends us an image to put behind us, I will print that crap out and put it behind us.
Absolutely. I might even go ahead.
Within reason.
Yes.
Within reason.
No nudity.
Please
unless it's
not.
Tasteful.
Right.
Tasteful nudity.
Right. I can't think of anything that would be tasteful.
Oh, I mean, we just got the I don't know.
I don't know why.
The birth of Venus.
Okay.
That's tasteful.
Okay. That's
right?
fair. That's fair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
On that note, we'll catch you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Peace out.